In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the monetarist or the new classical aggregate supply curve simply. In the traditional sense, shifts in the AD and the SRAS may result in a new short-term equilibrium, such as shifting AD1 to the right to AD2 or shifting AD1 to the left to AD2. Or we can shift short-run aggregate supply to the right or the left. Introducing the monetarist or the new classical model. Here, when the long-run equilibrium occurs, this is when aggregate demand equals short-run aggregate supply equals long-run aggregate supply, and that is here. This is when there is full employment of the economy, and being on this equilibrium means that there is full employment levels of output in the economy, meaning there is no cyclical unemployment, and this is the equivalent of being on the maximum output of the PPC curve. Moving on to how this model is able to automatically adjust back to full employment equilibrium in the case of an inflationary gap. We have the long-term equilibrium at AD equals SRAS equals LRAS, and when aggregate demand shifts from AD1 to AD2, this increases the price levels and increases the GDP. And at Y1, which is here, firms are producing more goods and services. Therefore, demand for these resources will increase. As a result, prices of these resources will increase from PL1 to PL2. The increase in prices means that the cost of production has increased. These include wages and raw materials. As a result of this, SRAS will fall along the existing AD curve until it hits LRAS. And at this point, the output returns back to YP, which forms our new intersection here. And in the end, higher prices are experienced from PL2 to PL3. Moving on to the automatic adjustment correcting the deflationary gap. Again, the equilibrium is here, and as AD falls from AD1 to AD2, and the real GDP decreases to Y1, and at Y1, firms are producing less goods and services in the economy. At this level here, demand for resources and labor fall, the prices of resources in the economy falls. And due to the cheaper nature of resources such as wages and raw materials, SRAS shifts to the right from SRAS1 to SRAS2. The total output of the economy increases from Y1 to YP, and prices will fall further from PL2 to PL3. And at this level, full employment is restored. Moving on to shifting the LRAS curve in the long run. This happens when LRAS shifts to the right due to better technology and more abundant resources available in the economy. This is the equivalent of the PPC shifting outwards. This is due to economic growth over time. I hope that helped. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.